All right, so Bill Maher, famed liberal commentator. He's so liberal. Bill Maher is so liberal that like your liberal friends go like, "Damn, he's liberal." That's how liberal Bill Maher is. Bill Maher, who's a liberal, he's a staunch liberal. Some would even say he's a proud liberal. But these days, he is not much of a proud liberal. In fact, he's a little bit of a disgruntled liberal. He's also world famous and a commentator. He's also a liberal, and he's going to be talking about Justin Trudeau. And it's going to get cringy here, so let's watch.
Justin Trudeau. What? You're laughing, but Justin Trudeau, I mean, I thought he was kind of a cool guy. Then I started to read what he said. This is a couple of weeks ago. He was, or maybe this is September, but he was talking about...
So we got Marianne Williamson on the, I don't know who this person is, but we have Marianne Williamson here. She says some very bizarre things in here as well. Marianne Williamson, people think that she's a leftist. Now, again, is she one of the more interesting people that ran for president in 2020? Maybe, but a leftist? I don't know about that. But either way, she's here, so there's going to be a 2-for-1 here.
People who are not vaccinated. He said they don't believe in science. They're often misogynistic, often racist. No, they're not.
That was not smart of him at all.
Right.
Okay, so I just want to say that's true. I mean, like, now again, I don't want to be on the side of Justin Trudeau here. I don't like Justin Trudeau. On that note, by the way, I'm wearing this hoodie inside out. I don't know if that's visible, but I just realized that. But anyway, that's true. I mean, this is true. I don't like Justin Trudeau. I'm not a fan. I don't live in Canada, all right? But neither does Bill Maher, so it's okay. That being said, this is true. This is true.
He said they don't believe in science. They're often misogynistic, often racist.
That's true. I mean, they don't believe in science. That part is true. Now, again, if you want to say, right, now, again, of course, we have to carve out the exceptions. Those who cannot get the vaccine, a small chunk of people, not, right, like if you have a Venn diagram of people that aren't vaccinated, right, you know, I don't know, it's going to be, the thing is, this is like a small percentage. This is like a fraction of like a singular percentage point of those that are not currently vaccinated are those that have immunocompromised, autoimmune disorders, and they can't actually do that. Now, again, this is why vaccines are so important, because not everyone is able to be vaccinated. So if we vaccinate 99% of the population, then eventually COVID will stop mutating, stop spreading as quickly. And then those that cannot get the vaccine are able to go outside again. So again, have to say that. Otherwise, I get people yelling at me because, for whatever reason, nuance doesn't exist. But anyway, so outside of that chunk, yes, if you're not vaccinated and you can get vaccinated, you don't believe in science. Full stop. That said, I don't think Justin Trudeau believes in science either because, look at what he's doing with, like, oil and so forth. Right, so again, Justin Trudeau, not one to speak about believing in science. But often racist, often misogynistic. That's true. That's factual. He said often. Right, like, not all the time, not 100%. Often, mostly. It's like 51%. Right? That's true. It's just true. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's true. This is a true statement. But here's why Bill Maher and Marianne Williamson and other guy, I don't know who the other guy is. Let's see what they have to say.
No, they're not.
That was not smart of him at all.
Right.
Now, again, let's talk about this. So that was not smart of him at all. Now, you could make that argument, but that's a whole separate conversation. Right? Unvaccinated people, right? Anti-vaxxers, they are dumb. I have no problem with saying that. Low IQ, dunderhead Neanderthals who are probably better off dying. I have no problem with saying that. Fuck them. Fuck them. Okay? Now, I'm not a world leader. I'm not Justin Trudeau, right? So, now you can make an argument that if you're a world leader, it's your job to convince these people that germs are real. You can make that argument. And so, with Justin Trudeau's job being to try to help his people, right? You can make an argument that it's not smart. So I'm listening. Let's see where this goes.
Right. He said, but they take up space. And with that, we have to make a choice in terms of a leader as a country. Do we tolerate these people? It's like...
Okay, so that's true. It is also true that unvaccinated people take up space. That is true. As does everyone. Everyone takes up space. Right? But the other thing that Justin Trudeau, I don't know the origin of these comments. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. But yes, it is frustrating to, if I'm a world leader, I don't know exactly what Canada's been doing. I'm sure it's not enough, but, pay people to stay at home. Right? Ban travel, international travel. Ban international travel. We don't need it. Well, not we, but they. No one needs it right now. Closed schools have online schooling, right? These are all things that we can do. Just as a general society, but Canada as well, right? So I'm sure that Justin Trudeau could be believing in science and doing a better job at controlling the pandemic. But I also understand the idea, conceptually, of being frustrated by the fact that there is like a large percentage of people that just literally do not believe in germs. Like the germ theory of disease is up for debate right now, and it has been for 2 years. The germ theory of disease. What? That's debatable. That's legitimate political discourse in the eyes of like right-wing morons. So anyway, let's see.
Tolerate it. Now you do sound like Hitler.
That was.
And recently he.
Folks. Okay, so Justin Trudeau is Hitler.
A choice in terms of a leader as a country. Do we tolerate these people? It's like tolerate it. Now you do sound like Hitler.
That was.
And recently he talked about them holding unacceptable views.
Wow. I'm surprised to hear that Trudeau said those things.
Okay, I don't know why she is surprised about that, but being upset that X% of your country doesn't believe in the germ theory of disease does not make you Hitler. I'm sorry, like, can we, like, be on... Now, again, I am not someone that scoffs every time, like, someone brings in Hitler. I bring in Hitler a lot. Like, for example, I personally do think that we are experiencing a genocide right now. I think that people that have autoimmune disorders that are dying of COVID completely unnecessarily because anti-vaxxers refuse to get vaccinated is the problem. I also think that the governments that don't mandate these vaccines, they should be mandatory. They should not be optional. These vaccines should be mandatory. We should have police, instead of, killing unarmed black people, maybe the police should be driving to people's houses, knocking on their door, strapping them down, tying them to a table with a belt, and then vaccinating them. That's just my opinion. And I say that completely unironically. I'm not even joking when I say that, because that would be a better use of police forces in this country. So I'm for mandatory vaccination. Let's just get this shit over with, okay? We have a government for a reason, okay? Let's just get this fucking shit over with. We should do mandatory lockdowns, pay people to stay at home, mandatory free food programs, etc. So this is how we end this pandemic. So now I have no problem with invoking Holocaust, genocide rhetoric. I have no problem with invoking Hitler in political conversations, but this is not an applicable term. This is not, like, Justin Trudeau is not Hitler in this instance, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just not real, right? This is not true. We also know that most people that are dying from COVID, right, tend to be people that are poorer, tend to be people that don't have good health insurance as in the United States, right? I don't know about Canada. We also know that there are people that are dying that got vaccinated but had a heart attack, right? Maybe they ate too many 72-ounce steaks and they had a heart attack. They hit the ground screaming. They go to the hospital. The hospital's like, sorry, they don't have any beds. People that, have had some, other kinds of diseases and illnesses or attacks, right? They go to the hospital. Sorry, we're full. And then they die. So as far as I'm concerned, that is more like Hitler-ish or Hitler-esque than saying unvaccinated people are dumb, which they are. They are dumb. They're dumb motherfuckers. So just throwing that out there. Let's continue.
You didn't see the blackface? I mean, he's no, I'm kidding about that. I'm not. I mean, that was not a good look for him. But I mean, come on. I mean, that's, I think, what gets under people's skin.
So anyway, that's the whole thing. It's the whole clip. This was, trending in right-wing circles, which is why, again, weird that right-wingers are praising Bill Maher so much. Very strange. But again, this is. I mean, this is not. Justin Trudeau is not Hitler. Let's just be honest here. Now, again, I am very lenient when it comes to calling people Hitler. Like, I will call someone Hitler if they, you know, get my delivery wrong. If they put, like, meat on my pizza, I will call them literally Hitler. In fact, to be honest with you, I do think that eating meat in general makes you more aligned with Hitler's philosophy than wanting to vaccinate people against a deadly pandemic. I'm just saying. What did Hitler believe? That, you know, certain people are better than other people. What do meat eaters believe? That humans are better than other kinds of animals and creatures. If you eat meat, you are closer to Hitler than Justin Trudeau in this context. Now, again, I think Justin Trudeau probably eats meat as well. I don't know if he's a vegetarian or vegan. But in this context, him saying these words about those that are unvaccinated, anti-vaxxers typically, him saying those words is less Hitler-esque than anyone who has ever eaten meat in the last, I don't know. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there. It's a retweet. You can quote me on that. If you eat meat, you're Hitler. Go fuck yourself. Also, get vaccinated. I believe, again, in mandatory vaccination. And so we should get the gazpacho police on that.